Hmm. So you guys want to talk about the latest Soul Leveling versus One Piece debate? I mean, I know a lot of people say this. I'm a little late into this conversation, but I just want to give my own personal opinion on this and about this whole scandal that One Piece and Soul Leveling fans are dealing with right now. So without further ado, let's go on with the video. DJ, play that new intro.
Switch that up, who me? Switch that up, who me? Switch that up, we wanna do on and on again. It's not it up, it's not.
So if you didn't really much know, Soul Leveling ended up becoming the most popular anime on the Crunchyroll website, overpassing One Piece, which took that number one spot for a decade. And eventually, it ended up causing both One Piece fans and Soul Leveling fans who watched the animes to just start arguing with each other left and right about this whole discussion. And I wanted to give my own personal opinion on this little thing. I know it's like been like 2 months or so since Soul Leveling's second season ended up dropping out. And I personally have not watched the anime. I've been reading the manhwa. I ended up buying the manhwa. I still have to wait for like the final volume to come out around like August or so, which is around summertime. So I'll eventually just start finishing that read through of it. I really do like the manhwa a lot. I mean, the manhwa gave us like some pretty cool freaking goddamn pictures that I really like. I mean, just look at this. Do you not see how cool this is? It's really awesome. And of course, One Piece is an amazing series as well. I personally don't really like the series that much. I'm not really that interested into the series. I've never really gotten a chance to get into One Piece. I do think it shows some really cool concepts that are pretty awesome for me, but I'm not really interested in that stuff. And I think I want to give out my personal perspective on this immediately because I mean, I don't understand why One Piece fans are getting so pissed off about this because it's just an anime at this point, and it comes to a part where two sides have to have disagreements with each other, and that's just how life is. You gotta agree or disagree. I mean, look at my anime list. Like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has been holding on to that title of number one for a decade. And it wasn't until, and I'm going to say this, it wasn't until Frieden, a new popular fantasy anime, ended up taking that number one spot on my anime list, where finally the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood fans would just shut up and let that title take number one spot on my anime list. And it got to the point where it's all like, why the fuck are these people constantly complaining about this dumb issue? And it's like, listen, people love or not love things that other people like and stuff. That's just how it is. We live in a world where people have different opinions about something, and we live in a world where people just think and feel differently from each other. That's just what makes us all human on the end. We can't be complaining about this immediately either way. It's just something that we all have to deal with, and that's just it. I don't think this scandal between One Piece and Soul Leveling fans need to exist. I think this series is pretty freaking cool. I think Soul Leveling is pretty awesome. I do think One Piece shows some pretty cool themes and suspects. I mean, I guess suspects, like, I think aspects. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But I do really wish that like One Piece and Soul Leveling fans can be able to just come to an agreement and be like, listen, both of our series are cool in some areas and they're not great in a lot of other areas. I like Soul Leveling, but it's not really my personal favorites out of my top 10 like comic books or like books in general that I actually like to read, because most of it is going to be manga as well. I mean, I can't wait for the anime to come back. I guess, I mean, it's gonna be, I guess, I don't know, maybe next year or probably like the next 2 years. I don't know. We're gonna get next year with Frieden and everything, and One Piece is currently on with the Egghead arc as the second part of the arc and everything. And I feel like some people just don't want to say this, but like, One Piece is gonna be ending. One Piece has specifically said that it might be ending in 3 to 5 years. So I think this year, and I think probably the next 2 or 4 years that are coming over, One Piece's manga is about to be ending because of the fact that Oda is just going through a lot with this series, and I think Oda needs a break from all of this. I don't think he needs to like waste his time with the weekly Shonen Jump schedule, because I personally think that's really stupid. But One Piece fans and Soul Leveling fans don't need to hate each other's anime just to be able to look cool. All right. And it's crazy to me how Soul Leveling only took like what? 2 seasons of this shit to be able to like overpower One Piece just like that. They overpowered a humongous selling and long running series like anime that is One Piece by just 2 seasons. It's crazy. But anyway, that's like my own personal thoughts on this whole scandal. What do you guys think about this whole One Piece versus Soul Leveling scandal? Yeah, like put it in the comment section below, and be sure to like continue following me over on my like posts and everything. I will be making the Dragon Ball Super manga video. It's 100% complete. I just gotta add some extra adjustments to it, and also I gotta sign up for a membership to be able to use this. But it's just whatever, I guess. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I had some fun releasing out this small video for you all. So without further ado, cue my intro.